Hi, I'm Camilla.
And I'm Kay, and we are
the FI Resellers. And we have a what sold video for you. We are part-time resellers on platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and Facebook Marketplace. So we buy items for cheap and sell them for a profit online. So if you are interested in that, you'll want to be sure to watch this video because we are going to show you some great sales from this past week. We sold a lot of winter items, which is kind of strange to me because I still feel like it's summer. I still think that it's July. It is not. It's October. Even though it doesn't feel like that here in Houston, it feels like July. But we are excited to be selling winter items because they sell for usually a little bit more than, summer items because just generally there's more fabric, they're just more expensive overall. Although most of our sales this past week were just bread and butter sales. So we're just going to show you some of the best. So let's show you those sales and then we'll come back and do our numbers from the week. So here we have a pair of Timberland boots and they are the Earth Keepers. That's the style name of these boots. And so I picked them up because they were Timberland and they're in really good shape. You can see on the bottom here that there's not that much wear. And so I picked these up and just recently listed them a couple months ago, since having the baby. So that means recently for me in terms of how I'm remembering when things were listed. And so Timberland is a really good brand. These are a women's shoe and they sold for $35 plus shipping. So the buyer was all in $46.75. So we'll ship these probably in a shoebox. I assume that they are used for hiking and stuff. We most often pick up hiking outdoor boots and honestly look at a lot of boots, especially boots made with good material, and these are suede. So definitely be looking at all the boots that you encounter at the thrift store. A lot of them are worth good money. So here we have a Coach puffer jacket, and this was really interesting. This took a little while to sell. I had it priced a little bit high because it's kind of damaged. It has, just some black marks on there. And so I put that in the listing, but listed it, anyway. And I am really excited to get this sent out to the buyer. They paid $75 plus shipping. And the fur on this coat is coyote fur, which I thought was so weird when I saw that on the tag. But that's what it is. So just be on the lookout for these types of things. Coach obviously is a pretty good brand. We don't pick up all Coach clothes, but a puffer jacket, a full length one at that, that's definitely going to be worth money. Even damaged as it is, it's still sold for $75. So we're really happy with this sale. We are starting to sell a lot more coats. We sold 3 just this weekend. So definitely be listing your coats, even your Christmas sweaters. We've been selling a lot of Christmas sweaters recently. It's crazy to believe that it's already October. Be listing your winter stuff because people are wanting to buy it.
Okay, so this one's kind of fun. We sold a 2-piece Christmas suit by Oppo Suits. The buyer paid $30 plus shipping, and it's only October, but people are already looking for this stuff. Like Camilla said previously, people are kind of forward-thinking in that way, or at least some people are, and this one has already sold. They are looking forward to Christmas, I guess, and this is pretty cool. We got it in a thread of rescue box. So not a huge money maker, but overall pretty happy with the sale, especially because it's before Christmas and we don't have to wait until if we're wondering if it's going to sell after Christmas at all. And this is a great season for it. So really happy with the sale. I don't know that you should be on the lookout for Oppo suits or these Christmas suits in general, but they seem to do kind of well, especially if you have a 2-piece suit and you price it well enough, because not a whole lot of people like this type of tacky suit. It is for a niche group of people, so you kind of have to price it well. Retail, this is probably about $100, so $30 per shipping, not bad for a used item.
So here we have a bag by the brand Matt and Nat, and this is a vegan leather backpack. And my mom actually got this for me. She saw it at Goodwill and had looked it up on eBay and thought it was, a good buy. And it was because it sold for $45 on Poshmark. I had it listed originally for $50 and sent out an offer via our bot, Posher VA, and the person accepted. These are apparently really expensive, new. They're $119, I think, new. And this one is in pretty good condition. And I think that people use it as diaper bags, and It's also unisex. So in the listing photo on this bag, I saw, you know, they had a man model and a woman model. So either men or women can wear this. And I feel like, you know, labeling something as vegan leather instead of, you know, just faux leather makes it more valuable. And that's what this company did. So really excited for this sale. Bags are not something that we pick up very often, but this was definitely a good pickup and a brand that you should be on the lookout for, because this sold within just a couple days and had a really good sell-through rate when I was looking it up. So definitely this brand is one to look out for.
All right, folks, something that we don't sell very often, a set of irons by Titleist. I did a comp on these and it came with a whole set of other things and a Nike golf bag. And if you didn't already know, Nike does not make golf equipment anymore. So that's pretty much why I originally bought it, because I knew I would make my money back off the bag alone. And I decided to list these as a set, even though it's only 4 through 9 and a pitching wedge. But it sold in one day. I priced it competitively, and it's not in the best condition, but in pretty good condition overall. Like I said, priced very competitively for $79 plus shipping. And so overall, I think that the pricing was good. The brand is good, and the comp on this particular model was pretty good as well. So this is going to be interesting to ship. I have just the perfect box for it. Just need to cut it down. But I'm really happy to sell this because we've been having a bit of a rough week, but we're getting pretty close to our goal. So we'll see if we'll make it.
Okay, so some really good sales, some different ones. We don't usually sell golf clubs,
right,
but really excited to have that sale. That really helped boost our total profit for the week. So in total, we sold 32 items for a gross revenue of $902.32. We had a cost of goods of $89.39. On eBay, we sold 17 items for $353.32. On Poshmark, we sold 13 items for $129.59. On Facebook, we sold just 2 items for $20.30, making our net profit for the week, so that's after fees, shipping, and cost of goods, $499.21. So
almost.
yeah, this one kind of hurts because it's so close, like
that's
79 cents off.
We're in Texas. We're cowboys. We'll round up.
Yeah.
So either way, it's a fine week. Those golf clubs really saved us because they did sell in one day, or actually overnight. And we're just so happy that that happened, because we intentionally priced it to sell, and sure enough, it did. It's just kind of one of those type of Hail Mary plays where we do want to try to get to these goals, but at the end of the day, if we don't hit them, it's not the end of the world. You've heard us say it. We are listing the dregs, just like the ends of the throw-up rescue boxes and all the other junk that we have. And we're really trying to get through that. But what happens is that the lower quality items affects our stores to where, you know, the average goes down. And so that's what we've been seeing these past few weeks. And that's not to really make an excuse, but that is a trend, right? We look at our data and we see that a lot of our sales are lower dollar, and they tend to just drag the store down just a little bit. So that's something to consider on our part. It's not really a bad thing per se, but we just don't like this business model as much as getting higher dollar and higher quality items. So when we do get back to thrifting, hopefully we'll get better items.
Exactly. And I don't know if any of you have encountered this when you make a goal to list your entire death pile, that it seems like you feel like you're so close to the end, and then you find like all this other stuff, and so it's like never ending. It's like, I don't know, like Mary Poppins bag basically. And so that's kind of how I feel right now. And so even just that fact is making me feel like unmotivated to list, because I'm like, oh man, there's so much more. I'm never gonna get to the end of this. I'm never gonna get thrifting again. So let me know down in the comments if that's happened to you and what you did. Did you break your challenge and then go out thrifting, or did you speed up? Did you slow down? Let us know what your strategy was with that, because it's kind of discouraging.
Right. Okay, now it's time for our segment on building wealth, and this is where we put a little bit of our profits from our reselling into the total stock market index experiment that we've had going on for over a year now. This is how we're doing. better than last week, but still not great. You know, we know, we've talked about it week over week over week over week. It's still kind of bouncing up and down. But anyway, we want to also talk about building wealth in the sense that we've been talking a lot about truly finding what you value most and then kind of building your life around that. And we have been thinking about what does it mean to spend money on things you value. We are making money for our goal, but do we want to wait until the very end? Like, do we want to wait until retirement to actually spend it all? And the answer is no. We want to try to balance these things as best we can. And life has always been a balance. Building wealth has always been a balance, because I used to be super cheap and super frugal and just like, no, we're not spending any single dime or dollar. But life is more than that. You know, it takes a different mindset. It takes a shift in paradigm. When you learn about something new, hopefully you also take this to heart, where, you know, you got to take it and see where it fits into your life. And hopefully we've encouraged you to think about things differently. This has never been a prescription to say you should do exactly this or that. It's hopefully encouraged you because you're a reseller. Probably you've thought about how reselling has affected your life, whether it be increased flexibility, increase your income, or just doing more things that you want to do because you're energized by it. These things are connected to financial independence, because financial independence is all about wanting flexibility, wanting to do with your life however you feel like with the money that you have. We see that the connection between reselling and financial independence is just so obvious that hopefully the mindsets that we have will help you think about reselling differently too. Just the other day, I was thinking about how when we want to go back to thrifting, we want to spend our time trying to find better items so that we can lower the amount of time we're spending on each item, so we can get more money out of our time and just higher profit per item. And so that's somewhat counter to trying to save as many items as we can from the landfill. We are trying to find a balance with that, because sometimes it's not about purely money. Sometimes it's about sell-through rate too. You know, you can make a profit of $10. We would be totally fine with that if we don't have to store it for a very long time, and if it doesn't take a very long time to list, and just the quick flip makes a $10 profit make sense to us. So these are some of the factors that we think of in terms of financial independence, in terms of saving time, trying to, you know, make the most of our time. All of that, it's not connected to just money, but also reselling. And hopefully you find these things connected as well. And hopefully we are just preaching to the choir, like we hopefully have been for a long time, and you just keep coming back because you really love us. So yeah, that's all we have with building wealth. We are going to continue to talk about other things and try to connect them to our lives as well. Hopefully you join us in a lot of other topics in the coming weeks.
So thank you so much for watching, and leave a comment down below how your week is going. Are you selling a lot of winter items now? We've even sold lots of Christmas stuff, so let us know if that's what's happening in your store too. We'd love to chat with you down there. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing. We would love to have you as part of our YouTube community.
Yeah, keep that passion burning, y'all. We are about to go on a trip, and our next week is probably going to be like terrible. I am making a prediction that we're going to make about $400 profit. But anyway, we always appreciate that you're watching till the very end. Those of you who are listening to this, we appreciate you. And we hope that you're all doing well. You know, as you watch us, hopefully you're not feeling, you know, pity for us, because we are doing exactly what we want to. We're not the best resellers by any means,
No, not at all.
but we do like sharing our journey with you, and we're just so glad that you're here. And we're always rooting for you. You know, we want you to be better resellers than us always. So we hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully your October is going great. We'll see you later.
Bye.
I noticed I forgot to shave, like halfway you're doing that.
Oh yeah, that's okay. You won't be able to see it in the video.
That hurts.